to continue using that bonfire. That's probably the right spells, actually. I don't need full control. I wonder if she's vulnerable to fire in some secret way. That I'm sure she's vulnerable to fire in some secret way. Let's do that. I've got to try it, preferably on someone else's game. So, Ashen Giant, still here? Yeah, still here. Oh well. In fact, we can just use everything we've got, because we're going to get it all replenished. And we're going to keep dropping into his epaulette fire vomit like it's a good idea. Okay, one annoying little Ashen Giant down. Drink up. Did I roll through everyone on this side? The big question. Apparently not, I just got some. Not sure why that one seems to deal so much damage, but I'm not complaining about it. No! We were so close. And hopefully we didn't lose the item. Oh well, we'll get our humanity back. If we can get to the door of the boss fight to offer our summon sign. Just to the door. Huh. Yes, tread gingerly. There might be an enemy erupting out of the sand. Ash, whatever. And he might be shooting gouts of fire from his epaulets because that's popular here. You know, at least the Great Hammer guys only had one fire epaulet. Oh, I can't dual wield my staff with this thing. Not in the strong attack and dual wielding sense. You know, I suspect that it's actually going to be better to one-hand the Falcon when I'm got Crystal Magic Weapon. I just like the strong attack with the Poison Dagger for the versatility. You've got one light attack, you've got some poison. Technically I have some bleeding, but I've never seen it do anything. But I swear the Falcon lists bleeding on its stat list. Even when I combine it with a Bandit's Knife instead of a Poison Dagger, it doesn't seem to do anything. Bleeding doesn't seem quite as effective as in Dark Souls 1. I'm sticking to poison this game. There we go. The Ashen Giants are no more. Whee! And while I haven't been in here, I am pretty sure that this is the Ashen Giant boss. So let's make sure we got everything set, and then Soul of a Giant, Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash, Sandra. Interesting how the souls get darker and darker. And I've gone way past the... here it is. Aww. This is a bit suspicious, but let's see. White sign soapstone. Cannot be used in... Oh, right, because I turned off MP with the human figgy. That does actually deactivate your white sign soapstone as well. Which means that I'm going to have to get my own intel on the Bride of Ash, but don't worry. She looks easy. Also, it looks like something's going to just come out of the ground grabbing that sword. Oh, that's the Fume Knight, not the Neandra. Whatever her name was. Whoa. I failed to dodge that. Okay, so it's a knight, and this wasn't where we had to have all the Ashen Totems down. It's just that if any of them were alive, he would heal near them, which would suck. Okay. Fume Knight. Well, I'm thinking back to Ring of Steel protection. We're not actually seeing fire. And I'm not going to try that. Let's make sure we got our crystal magic weapon. And maybe a... no. Poison mist? Not all of them have been immune to poison. And let's use that human effigy since we're not getting free humanity. And hey, there's an NPC summon. Nice. This area is just full of NPCs. Come on, Steelheart Ellie, let's go kill those things. With your fists? Hi, let's see if you respond to gestures with your own. You're not programmed that well, okay. That's how humans act. If you want to pretend to be human. Yeah, pound these iron golems with your fists. Show them what your fists can do. I should have taken warmth. Maybe if we die, then he'll still be around and I can take warmth to heal him. Because warmth heals allies, that's the nice thing about it. It's the easy way to heal your allies. Unless, you know, you're a priest and just full of healing anyways. Man, he's so tough compared to me. Of course, I'm level like 140 and have put 20 points into vitality, 10 of which I bet I started with. And, you know, no armor, that sort of thing. A second NPC! Carillion! Oh, my mage teacher, excellent. Well, I may have turned off actual multiplayer, and that may have just expired, but we've got enough NPCs here that I'm confident about killing him. Especially since we remembered to get rid of his free heal bots. So, bring on the big spells, bring on the allies, and bring on the please dodge properly this time. Well, like the rest of it, he seems to have high magic resistance. Did I just deal 2 damage with a soul spear? I feel bad. Well, we will keep poking him down from range until I get bored of dealing 24 damage at a time. I just have to try. Okay, he is immune to poison. Don't keep trying that. My timing for dodging his attacks is just ludicrously bad. Oh well. They're doing good work. I'm not doing much more with this than I was with my spells. But, you know, I guess he's just, you know, made of ash and armor. He's pretty tough. Oh, Carillion uses hexes. Didn't know that. Carillion has way more hit points than me and toughness. Okay, this is probably where flame happens, and I wish I did have flame protection. Phantom Vanquished, I hate that. Because remember, he gets extra hit points and stuff from the number of Oh. So if you lose an ally, you've lost damage potential, but he hasn't lost hit points. Oh well, we're learning about his abilities. That's right, keep hexing. At least I'm much better at dodging the big sword. Not good at, just better at. No, he gets damage stagger at half. Okay, well now we're toast. And not just because of the fire damage. I am not going to try and summon those NPCs again. I mean, we're not dealing damage. I admit we're not dealing damage. But if we're not dealing damage, the last thing we want is to give him triple hit points. And then I'm going to go in and find they changed how multiplayer works in Dark Souls. And I'm toast. Or, you know, I just miss dodging everything. Seems to be really hard to build up critical bleeding. At least it's being fair. It's hard for me to get too. Can't remember getting bleeding ever. Whereas I can remember being poisoned once or twice. Not often. One bit more stamina and there we go. Okay. Given how we're doing the melee style anyways. Oh. Alright, I guess since I've forgotten to change it out, I'll see if Poison Mist works on these guys. I am suitably surprised. Now, it appeared to require both mists, which we did use against the boss. And it wasn't enough, so I'm still pretty sure that he doesn't get poisoned. But if I keep forgetting to turn it off in my spell allotment, I can use it on these guys for some cheap damage. Now my multiplayer ban appears to have left off, so we're going to try being summoned to regain our humanity and spells, and then go from there. Humans might be smart enough to know that mages are a bad pick for this fight. I'm just not sure. Nothing was doing any damage, really. There must be something he's vulnerable to. And I haven't tried fire. That would be kind of funny. Well, fire... lightning, dark. Let's see, we know that it's not magic or normal. We could try fire, dark. We might even just try this now while we're pretty dead anyways. And summon sign's just not my day for that today, it seems. Dark. Did he just not take any damage from the fire arrow? Alright, immune to fire, which is actually the highest level of resistance I've seen. 76 from that. And then with me here, that's 375. So yeah, the taking less damage was due to NPCs. And he's taking an appropriate amount of damage now. He's also dealing an appropriate amount of damage. And I'm doing a disproportionate amount of missing my dodges. But now that we can deal damage with spells, I'm a little more confident. Although, the Great Heavy Soul Arrow might be a little slow. A little worried about the slowness there. Oh, he's blocking! Oh, he's hitting me! That's not hitting me? I wonder if the Poison Mist failed because his poison resistance was wickedly high due to the allies. No, still in range. Can't decide which spell to use next. What kind of magic spell to use? Well, we're dealing damage. And we're narrowly avoiding his attacks. But yeah, the heavy soul arrow is just a little too heavy. As this crystal weapon. We're going to die! We're not dead? We should be dead. That drink time was all off. Come on. Isn't he supposed to flame on? No, no, there he goes. Okay. Immune to fire. Might be susceptible to dark, but let's be honest, we're actually dealing magic damage this time. So I'll try a dark orb. And I will stop trying to crystal magic weapon in the middle of the fight. Poison mist. Dark orb, see if it's viable. No fire spells. Back to our normal Great Soul Arrow because that one casts fast. So yeah, that looks good. And you know, I'm gonna start running past these guys because that's extremely feasible. In fact, ridiculously feasible. I don't even know if I'll use that part, but may as well. And of course, may as well get that up before he spawns. And let's start off with a bit of damage. The Soul Spear, I think, is the slowest, the heavy magic soul arrow. And it's a bit risky, as we can see. Maybe too risky. But it does so much damage. Well, this time, we're going to go in there trying just Great Soul Arrow. Conservative, dodging, see how much damage we do until we run out of our 48 Great Soul Arrows. And if that fails, we might need some humanity. Entering the mist. Oh, easy retrieval this time. Maybe I should be having a shield in my second hand. Now, he appears to take less damage if you hit him while he's in the ground still. So opening with that may not have been such a good idea. Shit, that's the wrong item! I'm going to die! And use up the wrong item. That's the unforgiving nature of Dark Souls for you. Pretty soon I'm going to have to go to the Ring of Binding. Ouch. That's way too early to be casting Crystal Soul Math. What am I thinking? I wish it didn't work this way, but it will actually collide with the mist and de-res. Let's try that again. This time, yes, it is the Estus fact selected. Well, we've got near infinite of these. As long as we time it right. Wow, that was bad timing. Okay, we're going to try the Ring of Binding just so we can get the dodge patterns to where we can get off a lot of Soul Spears without dying. Because until we do that, the chance of, you know, just instantly dying anyways, pretty high. Southern Ritual Band +1. Probably going to be the Ring of Knowledge. We swap out. And there we go. A little less death. But you can see she still looks pretty cursed. Okay. Keep trying the new boss. To be fair, this is how you're supposed to go with new bosses in Dark Souls, so still feels somewhat par. Ouch. That was the wrong dodge timing. That was the wrong lack of dodge timing. Huh. Whoops. I swear, I meant to taunt him. That's what the sword's for. Okay. Ouch, that was bad timing again. That... Are you sure that shouldn't have hit me? Wow, my blade dodged that attack. Just drops and drops, doesn't it? Yep. You know, that one seems to maintain an active hit rec long enough that you have to actually avoid it, not just roll. Which means roll away. You'd think that would be common sense by now. Alright. I think I did well enough there to start trying to use some of my bigger spells now. We'll start, of course, with Soul Spear as always. Soul Gazer, probably not a good idea in this battle. And then we'll move on to Soul Arrows, and depending on how things look, we might even get to the Soul Sword. The important thing is that because we're likely to get hit after each Soul Spear, we should probably drink back up to full before using it. Even if that means a lot of drinking. What do I have to do to get him to put the big sword away? Maybe I have to dodge it. Okay, I just realized also the whole point of let's try hexes. Let's try dark, see how he is against dark. Forgot to equip something that can cast dark. Whoops. Well, let's put that in. 162. This is 264. This is now my dark specialist, but I need 15. Okay. And if it turns out that this is the dark is what's needed here, maybe I will go learn to use my good dark staff again. It's not the good dark staff because dark is not my specialty, and I want to still be able to cast sorceries with it. Possibly a foolish request, but it also has to be the staff that I upgraded really high already. No! At least my current level of dark. It's not helping. Also my current level of dodge. So I feel like I could get to the point where I can dodge the big sword easily enough. But the smaller one is still giving me trouble. And he put it away in the co-op. Shame that despite all this railing at the bots for being useless, the co-op was still the most progress we made percentage-wise on this health bar. Oh well, let's try again. I am quite glad that I didn't leave the healing for him. That's a good start. I'm not happy with wasting that Soul Spear though. Soul Spear! Uh-oh. Now that I've given up on Dark, I probably should spare the slot. I keep telling myself about that attack. Homing Crystal Soul Mass, also a bad one. Haha, just out of reach. There we go. Just out of reach again. Did not dodge, even though I tried to roll this side. Well, at least we're healing up. And there's our great soul arrow. One problem with this staff, the cast times are horrible. Which is making even great soul arrows feel not so great. I'm gonna need to regen my stamina this round. Amazing how effective walking backwards can be. Alright, that one is too easy to dodge. That one is also too easy to dodge, but it's my fault. Keep drinking. The only way to win this game is to keep drinking, and you could interpret it some other way. Okay, so we're not too happy even with the speed of Great Soul Arrow. Maybe I need the weaker but faster cast catalyst? Maybe I should just go back to the greater soul arrows? Or heavier soul arrows? Hard to say. Well, we're dropping that, and we're not using fire. I don't want to try Poison Mist again, so... Well, that'll be a cute trick. This lasts a while. We might need more than a cute trick, though. Alright, let's try switching back to Great Heavy Soul Arrow. See how it goes. And as a cute trick, we'll cast Warmth before the battle starts. Warmth and Crystal Soul Mass are before the battle starts only. And if we fail again, I'm going to try the Crystal Magic Weapon again. I haven't actually tried fighting him with the sword since the NPCs were around. And now I have the fast cast option. And we need the faster stamina option. If I had a spare ring slot, I'd use a Chlorianthe ring. I'm not really noticing the difference. Oh yes. Free healing. Give me that free healing. Oh, give me that Chlorianthe ring. Wow. How can someone that big dodge my spells? Nope, not out of range. I think we've won one too many dodge bout just by being slightly out of range. It's gone and made me underestimate his power. Come on, finish it up with a big sword. No? Yep, it is just about that side. Not just out of range. Plenty out of range. And my warmth's gone. And I could use it. Uh-oh, that was a bit slow. And that was a bad dodge. Good dodge. No, you have to... You can't start blocking for just a second and then stop. It's confusing. Okay. I guess we'll keep trying. Oh, that's right. There was no point in equipping that. And we don't think he's going to be susceptible to bleed if he's not susceptible to poison, but we haven't properly tested his poison yet. I don't think. I'm going to test his poison one more time. And we're also going to try using swords this time. So let's give that a go and see if it seems to make a difference. Okay, so let's lay down the warmth and lay down the homing crystal soul mass, and we can't actually come back to the poison cloud with me. Nope, we are not getting that to work at all. And that was probably the wrong time. Yeah, it was definitely the wrong time. We're gonna have to try again. We failed to poison him. And also failed to get the sword going. But we're going to try the sword, we really are. Give the sword a good try. And then give up on it and try soul spears again. At least I'm glad we tried fire. Trying it and being sure it's not his secret weakness in an area filled with fire. Probably should try lightning, but the problem is that lightning is much less actionable. If dark is a weakness, I can get my hexes going. And if the weakness is fire, I can start using pyromancy more. But if the weakness is... Oh, that's right, I can't one-hand it if I do it this way. You need to do it this way. And then two-hand it. And then dodge. Dodging is non-optional, apparently. Yeah, it's working better. I think it's just, it's easier to dodge strikes when you're in close. Except maybe that one. So, yeah. We'll use Crystal Sword to open, and then when he switches to the big sword, we'll switch to Soul Sorceries. We know that if we start drinking now, he'll just stop blocking. So with Crystal Sword worn off, how much damage are we doing now? Well, none, because we can't hit him. Yeah, but we're seeing like a 30% damage increase with the crystal. worthwhile. Alright, we're going to try and do the Crystal Swordsman better this time. That seems to be a good start. Just a shame that I can't dodge his smaller sword while doing the sorceries, which do deal slightly more damage. But I guess I can blame it on this tower having resistant to magic characters. Bit of a one-trick pony here. At least the paladin has lightning and physical. We're really struggling to get more than magic and fire in this build, and fire is the one he's completely immune to. And I forgot to cast warmth again, but no big deal there. Okay. Out of stamina. Still out of stamina. Ouch. So out of stamina. Now we do have the steel plate ring, don't we? Steel plate's important. If we don't have the steel plate ring, yeah. Now I suspect that we should swap out for even more bonuses. Let's see. We want Chloranthe and we want blades. For that we'll have to give up the pyromancies we weren't using. Excellent. There it goes again. A lot better that time. Not sure how many more tries until I decide that it's time for break, but for now, we'll keep trying to grind down this boss. Maybe I have a better weapon. like the Falcon is supposed to be weaker against armored. This round I'm going to try swapping the Falcon and the short sword. No, let's slash thrust. Thrust. Yeah. I really don't have anything that's not. Slash. I'm not expecting something to be horribly armored. And also really resilient. Oh. Well, I don't really know what went on there. Except that I started this battle wrong. And finished. Wrong tip. You know. If lightning was a vulnerability, it just occurred to me we can use that by using some gold pine resin. This time we're going to try applying gold pine resin to the short sword and going to strong attack. And that will be our sword style. And then we'll see if that actually makes any impact. Yes! I can have 2 enchanted weapons. You do it right. Oh, that sword is bigger than it looks. And it looks big. Oh shit, that's the wrong item. So the answer is maybe, but you're going to die all the time from having a second item being in your usage, so no. Don't do it. The other thing to consider is that maybe he's vulnerable to poison, or maybe just that the thrust damage gets through his arm better. I will try using the dagger a bit this time, see if that seems to help. Oh god, it does not help at all. With the dagger, my strong attack is too slow. And of course my weak attack doesn't stagger, so there's no point. It'll only be worthwhile if I can get him poisoned, which he's not vulnerable to. So it'll at least take a long time. Certainly longer than doing equivalent damage by hitting him with an aerial sword. Which isn't as easy as it looks. At least I finally got him to flame sword. Now I need to actually survive the flame sword. Take a drink because he starts blocking. That always happens. Make me wonder if there's an AI trigger in there. The AI trigger to just teach people how wrong it is to drink. Bad dodge timing. Right, its hitbox extends that far. This guy is turning out to be harder than anticipated. Well, I'm gonna see if I can't steal my retrieval. And then we're going to try the cheapest Dark Souls tactic I know. We are going to use 2 human co-op summons to do the fight for us. So we'll see how that works. That will give them... tempting, but I die instantly. We don't want to die instantly with summons. Damage. Could have the ritual band, but probably better to have the extra defense. And then use a human effigy. And let's not use the NPC summons this time because we know that they suck. Unless I could, if I could be sure that one of them would die, killing these giants. That'd be kind of cool. Huh? Unfortunately, I feel I have to clear these giants because I'm going to be lying around here a lot, waiting for summon signs to show, or people to show. And we're not having so good a time against them that we can kill them while people summon. Of course, there's a pair of the sun ready to help. Excellent. Still, that's a nice place to have a summon sign. And I think we can avoid the other one by staying this far over here. And that's Cerulean, isn't it? Well, let's see if we can see other human signs. That is a good place to put them. And down by the bonfire to help people get through the giants, so might want to check back there. You know, after I accidentally killed a giant that I aggroed. Or die to him, whatever. I think if we start again, we'll just wait at the bonfire instead of trying to fight giants on my own. Who does that? Well, we have plenty of soul arrows, let's give it a shot. But stand farther back. Okay. I was trying to change my weapons loadout. Please wait. At this rate, we're going to need to summon just to get our stuff back. Ouch. And if we're going to be going down that route anyways, may as well do it properly. What? Don't know how that first soul spear missed, but now we conserve it with the remaining ones. And that's better. And the fact there's 2 NPC summons might explain why we've been having such trouble. Yeah, let's try Phantom. Well, let's see if anyone wants to summon us. This part. No. Normally I'd think, well, with NPC phantoms you're much less likely to be summoned. But, on the other hand, these NPC phantoms appear to suck. On the other hand, maybe we just took too much damage from the giants. Maybe the DLC, well, we'll see, it can take some time. Popular spot normally see plenty of signs to the fact that I only saw the NPC signs. Except for one Here's the Sun. It's just very low traffic. Of course, maybe it's time. Maybe it's just the randomness of how their multiplayer works. Maybe I should try the NPCs a second time. Not sure what would go differently. We're dealing a third damage. Most. And he's dealing out tons. Yeah. Yeah, without the ability to dodge his attacks, which the NPCs just can't seem to do, I don't think they're worthwhile. Wonder if the bad performance of the NPCs is causing a lot of other people to avoid summons. Considering the random NPCs, maybe there's no way that they're to tell which is the PC or not, except the Ears of the Sun. Well, I'm about ready to give up on being summoned. We'll see if we can't find a summon sign over here. And if we can't now, we can't even see the NPC sign. My summon sign must not be gone. I better walk over there to cancel it. Yep. I would have expected bonfires to do a lot of things, but maybe I'm expecting too much of them. And I get to melee this guy to death again. Ouch. Or die, because my dodges are very badly timed right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was just embarrassing, and I think it means that I've been playing for too long. I'm gonna stop here for today, and when I get back, I bet that I'll be able to dodge every boss attack just from being well rested.